Today we're removing the stereo from a 2011 Nissan Cube. This has the AM/FM CD player in it. We see this in the shop for the single CD not working properly. But we're going to start with our Phillips screwdriver and move down below the controls here. And down underneath the controls here we have two openings, both with Phillips screws in them, and we're going to remove one screw from this opening. Maybe. We have a full library of removal guides on our website at carstereohelp.com. The screw will remove, and you can put your finger in here and pull this little plastic piece out that helps secure the screw in there. It pops right out. We're going to move over to the driver's side here and remove one screw from this opening as well. Now with this screw removed, we can also remove the plastic piece that goes in here as well. This pulls right out and it removes as well. This is going to allow us to take our pry bar and start at the bottom of the panel here while pulling on the edge of this panel as well. And this will release and pull forward. All these clips release with pry pressure, and we're just going to let this panel sit down to access the next two screws. We have two screws at the bottom of the stereo here, one on the bottom left and one on the bottom right. We also have the airbag sensor here, or the airbag light here, that we're going to have to deal with. You can either remove one of the terminals from the battery before removing this faceplate, or just leave it connected and not disconnect it. Now with the two bottom screws removed, we're going to start over on the right side, work our way across the top and the bottom of this front dash panel, releasing clips. Again, these clips all release with pry pressure, and this is going to allow us to pull this entire panel forward. The connector for the airbag sensor light is here, and again, we're not going to disconnect that. That can throw a false sense to the computer in the car, and you may have to go to the dealership to have that reset. But this is going to give access to the car stereo. We have 4 mounting screws, 2 on the left and 2 on the right. Again, we have a full library of removal guides that deal with car stereo repair, car stereo removal, speaker and amplifier help if you need any of that on our website. Now that we have these 4 screws removed, this is going to allow us to grab the sides of the car stereo and pull it forward from the dash and releasing it. This will come way out of the dash. And this is going to give access to several connectors here on the top. These connectors are all keyed. This is going to give access to the connectors on the back of the stereo. And we're going to push the trigger down on the first connector here. It squeezes down into the connector, and then this connector should release with the pressure on the trigger and removes. These connectors are all keyed, so they only go back to one spot. There's a trigger on the second connector and a trigger on the third connector. The antenna has a trigger on the side of it that we're going to squeeze in and remove. And that's how you remove that connector. This is how you remove the stereo from a Nissan Cube. Hope this video has been helpful. Thank you for watching, and please subscribe.